This time we're going to explore Gen 6 in the Kalos region. You're sleeping in your bed when you're woken up by a fletchling. You throw on your clothes and you head downstairs when you're greeted by your mother. Her name is Grace. She's a retired Rhyhorn racer. Anyhow, you just moved into town and she tells you some kids are waiting outside and would like to meet you. This is Serena on the left and Shauna on the right. Apparently Professor Sycamore has a request for you and the other kids. This is your pet Rhydon. What a strange looking dog. Once you leave Vanaville, you head to Aquaport Town and you meet new kids at the table. The big kid is Tierno, and he never shuts his mouth about dancing. It's kind of annoying actually. And the little kid is Trevor. He's just kind of a nerd. They force a new nickname on you, and then you decide who gets what Pokemon. Yeah, so part of the professor's request is to travel around the region with Pokemon and help him complete the Pokedex. Who would have guessed? So I chose Fennekin, Serena picked Froakie, and Shauna got Chespin. And now we have our first battle. You actually start off with the fire move in this game, so that's kinda cool. So after you beat Shauna, you head back home and you tell your mother goodbye so you can head out on your journey. And of course, goodbye to the racing Rhydon. See ya, bud. So you head north past Aquaport Town when the girls teach you how to catch Pokemon. Then you all pass through Santaloon Forest. Shauna accompanies you and finds a couple of items, but she doesn't help you battle other trainers or Pokemon. Gee, thanks. So you battle your way through the forest, and you and the gang split up once you've all made it through. In Santaloon City, you'll find the first gym. Some roller skate girl is blocking the way, so you gotta battle her. She gives you roller skates though once you beat her. Inside the gym, you have to run across all kinds of spider webs like tight ropes. This is probably the Spider-Man gym. The gym leader isn't Spider-Man. The gym leader is some bug photographer named Viola. She blinds you with her camera flash before the battle. What the fuck, dude? Her first Pokemon is Surskit. You know, the one that goes. But anyhow, it's water type, so it wrecked my Fennekin. So I had to try again. But I beat her the second time, so I got my bug badge. So you head up north through Route 4 when these two bump into you. They work for Professor Sycamore and are constantly bumping into you throughout your journey. The boy is Dexio and the girl is Sina. A beautiful name for a beautiful lady. Anyhow, they take you through Lumiose City to finally meet the professor. Ooh, the town is so big. Once you get to his lab, he asks you to step in his office. Once the girls show up, he wants to battle all of a sudden, in this tiny office. He has the 3 Kanto starters. After you beat him, he offers to give you one of the 3 starters. Sweet, I chose Squirtle. Now that you're all together, the professor reveals the real task he has for you. He wants you to learn more about the mystery of Mega Evolution. He also gives you a Mega Evolution Stone for your new Pokemon. On your way out, Sina is talking to some dude. She calls you over. This is Lysandre. I guess he's heard about you from Sycamore. He briefly talks about wanting a more beautiful world, then walks off. You and your friends head on off to Camphor Town next. On your way out of town, Serena asks you to meet at the cafe. Once you're there, you see Lysandre and some woman talking. Apparently it's Diantha. She's a very famous movie star in Kalos, I guess. She starred in classics such as The Italian Job and Too Fast, Too Furious. Just kidding. Anyhow, Lysandre talks about really weird crap, then he leaves. She says she would like to battle you sometime in the future though, seeing that she's also a Pokemon trainer. Well, that's kinda cool. Anyhow, now that they're gone, Serena had a request for you. She wants to be your main rival in battle. To be fair, she is the most competitive trainer out of all of your friends, so that makes the most sense. On your way through Route 5, a Lucario runs up to you, followed by some roller skater girl. Her name is Karina, the 3rd gym leader. Apparently her Lucario really likes you. On your way to the next town, Turno wants to battle you. Him and Trevor are always hanging out together. Once you get to Camphor, you visit a castle and you find Shauna there. Anyhow, she asks about Mega Evolution, and he knows nothing about it. Then some man comes running in asking for his help. You follow them, and there appears to be a Snorlax sleeping on the bridge. The only way to pass is to wake it up, so we need to get the Pokeflute. But the only one happens to be in the Parfum Palace, so we gotta head through these woods to get there. After you pay some BS entry fee, you and Shauna get inside the palace. Apparently, this is the same palace that the king in ancient times used to live in. The owner is a descendant of the king. Anyhow, the owner is missing his fur-frou, so you and Shauna look for it in the garden in the back. Once you find it, this dog runs fast as hell, so you and Shauna have to use some tactics to corner it, much like with the Farfetch'd in Gold and Silver. Once you catch the fur-frou, the owner comes by to reward you. You get the Poke-Flute, and he also celebrates with some fireworks show. That's a little much, but hey, can't miss a free show for the two of you. So now that you have the Poke-Flute, it's time to move that damn Snorlax. After you battle or catch the Snorlax, you can cross the bridge through Route 7. There's a bunch of artists along this path, and near the end, you have a team battle with Serena against Trevor and Tierno. Serena, I thought we were supposed to be rivals. Anyways, you pass through the bottom cave opening of the connecting cave, which leads to Route 8. You bump into Tweedledee and Dexio and Cena again. They update your Pokedex and off you go. You battle your way through rain, dirt, and rocky terrain till you get to Ambret Town. This town actually doesn't have any gyms, so I'ma just slide on by and go to the next town. Never mind. This girl won't let you pass because she lost something. So instead, we climb on a ride-on and go through Route 9 to go fossil hunting. You make it to the Glittering Cave, and wow, it's so pretty. After you pass through the narrow halls, you see a dude in a red suit and shades. That outfit do drip though. Anyhow, he's part of the group called Team Flare, and he pretty much tells you to scram, but we're not gonna do that. So you beat him down and pass through and see what these Team Flare guys are up to. Serena catches up to you to help you battle. After you beat them, it seems like they were here to steal fossils from this researcher to sell them. He didn't even know the team was coming to get them, but now that he's safe, he offers each of you a fossil. Cool. Now, can I go get my next gym badge? So now the girl will let you pass finally, so you can make your way up Route 8 so you can finally get to the next town, Sillage City. You bump into the city's leader on the way to his gym. Apparently he was hosting a bike race. Anyhow, let's go to his gym. It's a big rock climbing maze. They use rock Pokemon. The waterfall in the back is a nice touch. The leader's name is Grant and he uses rock Pokemon. Well, more specifically, 2 fossil Pokemon. Once you're done, you have the Cliff Badge. So you pass up north through Route 10. It looks like there's big stones here like Stonehenge. What could they be? There's a Team Flare dude tearing it up by the stones. He remembers you from before, so he tries to drop you, but of course you don't let that happen, so you beat him up and then he slides on out. After a few more battles, you end up in Geosenge Town. The Team Flare guy from before slithers on away and you can't find him, so you head on east when a Lucario stops you again. Karina is with them again, and the Lucario seems to really want to battle, so you go ahead and battle. She looks goofy as hell. So after you win, she asks you to see her at her gym to challenge her. Can't I just have my badge now? So you head east to get to Reflection Cave. The trainers can see you through the reflection. It's full of people, but I guess a cave like this would be kinda cool to see, so I don't blame them. Anyhow, once you're through, you get to Shallower City. So now you can finally go to Karina's gym, or not. We have to visit a guy named the Mega Evolution Guru first. Anyhow, we head up to the Tower of Mastery, and there stands Karina and the Guru, aka her grandfather. Once the whole gang has arrived, he explains the basics of Mega Evolution to you, and how it differs from regular Pokemon evolution. For those who don't know, it's basically a temporary form of evolution that lasts one battle, and requires a Mega device to work. He has one Mega Ring to give to one of you, and the gang decides it should be either you or Serena who gets it. So you battle for it. Once you've defeated Serena, you can finally go challenge Karina in her gym. You don't get to have the Mega Ring until you've beaten Karina though. Her gym is a big roller derby ring, and all the roller skating gym rats use fighting type Pokemon. You have to battle them all before you can grind over to Karina. Now you finally get to battle this goofy looking girl. This time she doesn't battle you with Lucario though. Kinda weird. Once you win, you get the Rumble Badge. Okay, cool. Now I can get my Mega Ring and use my Mega Blastoise. Right? Wrong. She tells you to meet her on top of the Tower of Mastery, and you have to battle her again before she gives it to you.
Oh, god damn it!
So, we head up there and she's waiting there with the 2 Lucarios. After she gives you the Mega Ring, the Lucario that liked you from before walks up and wants to be a part of your team. Sweet, a free Lucario! I guess the reason she wanted to face you here was to test your power with the Mega Evolution. Oh wow, no goofy look this time, she looks serious. So you battle her Mega Lucario with your Mega Lucario and pray yours is faster, cause otherwise, you lose. After the battle, Karina sends you her best wishes, and you have the option to take or leave the Lucario. I took the Lucario cause he's a beast. And now that that's all said and done, we can move forward onto Route 12. As you make your way through Route 12, battling trainers and whatnot, you find a Skiddo Ranch. And wow, they're fast as hell. So you finally make it to the next town, Coal Marine City, when Serena calls you. I guess she wants to battle you in front of the gym again. But to get to the next gym, we gotta take this train to the next part of town. Once you're outside of the gym, you battle Serena, then head inside the gym. It's a grass gym, so my Delphox completely wrecks these trainers. You climb up ropes to get to the top and meet the leader. When you get to him, it's an old man, and I don't know why, but I subconsciously read all of his dialogue in Master Roshi's voice. He's an easy battle, so now that you have your plant badge, you can move on. So you head south to Route 13, the Badlands. Cena and Dexio are there, and they tell you about a mysterious power outage in Lumiose, and you can't pass to there until it's fixed. Well, that's great. So you go exploring the Badlands when you find a Team Flare dude. Apparently he dropped his power plant pass and practically tells you where it is. Something ain't right. So we visit the power plant with his pass, and it seems that Team Flare is stealing power from the city, so we gotta stop them. So we battle our way through the power plant when we find the leaders of the operation. Turns out they're pretty much already done. So you battle this admin and this scientist named Aliana. Once you've beaten them, they're pretty much already done with what they were doing, so they just head out. Now that the power plant is back to normal, we can head south to Lumiose when... Holy crap, that dude is big. He talks about some flower Pokemon, then he leaves. Okay. So now we go to Lumiose again and Shauna runs up to you. She wants to go watch the tower light up with you. I guess it's some sort of event. The kid setting up the light show is the 5th gym leader named Clement. So we gotta go knock his lights out and take his badge. But first, you and Shauna want to watch the show. So now we enter the 5th gym. Inside, it's basically a game show. You have to answer questions regarding various Pokemon silhouettes. They're super easy at first, but the one with the butterfly was a little tricky. I almost had it wrong. The 5th gym leader, Clement, is an electric type user. After you beat him, you get the voltage badge. Once you leave the gym, Sycamore wants to talk to you in a cafe. He's with Lysandre. According to him, he's part of the Ancient King's lineage, and he also owns the labs where the Holocaster, that foam thingy, is made. He rambles about wanting the world to be beautiful again, and storms off like a weirdo. Wait, so this lady's trying to save 5 million Zenny to give to Lysandre for something. I wonder what that is. Trevor calls you afterwards and says they all want to meet on Route 14. Once you get there, Serena battles you, then you and the gang go head off to check out some spooky abandoned house. So you battle your way through the rainy swamp until you get to the house, which just turns out to be some lame scam. Now we're in the next city, Laver City, home to the 6th gym leader, so let's go get it. The gym is designed to look like a giant dollhouse, and all the members inside are dressed like dolls in furry sodas. I mean, look how beautiful they all are. Perfect for a dollhouse. I wonder what the gym leader looks like. Whoa, holy fuck! She looks creepy, not gonna lie. So this is Valerie. She's the fairy type gym leader. I guess she's always dreamed of becoming a Pokemon. This game is when fairy type was introduced. It's basically here to help balance how OP dragon types used to be. Afterwards, you get the fairy badge. Shauna and Trevor want to go on a tour of the Pokeball factory in town after you're done in the gym. Fine, I'll go. So when you get there, Shauna gets chased off by a Team Flare member. Seems like trouble. So basically Team Flare is stealing all the Pokeballs from the factory, so we gotta stop them. So you hop on the conveyor belts and battle your way to the boss's office, where you find an admin and 2 scientists. You battle the admin lady, then Serena helps you battle the 2 scientists, Celosia and Brianni. They go down pretty easily and then they scram. The Pokeball director offers you a choice between a Big Nugget and a Master Ball. I chose the Big Nugget, but he gives you the other choice as well anyways. They still ended up leaving with all the Pokeballs, so I'm not sure why we're celebrating. Team Flare is clearly planning something big with the stolen power and the Pokeballs. We'll see soon enough. So now we head through the autumn leaves of Route 15 to get to the next city, Mill. Tripper tells you he wants to go check out the Frost Cavern up north. Guess we're going to the Frost Cavern. This trainer stops us on our way there and says that the Mamoswine is worried about something going on in the cavern, so I guess we should go check it out. So you make your way through the Frosty Cave, battling trainers here, and then we come across a couple of Team Flare people. They have an Abomasnow cornered, and it seems like they're trying to steal it. You and Trevor take out the grunts, and then you face the scientist, Mabel. They got frustrated once you beat them, and they get out of there. You're safe now, buddy. So now that we've taken care of the Frost Cavern, we can head on south and ride on a Mamoswine through the thick snow of Route 17. Once you make it to Anastar City, you get stopped by Cena. You talk for a bit, and then she gives you some repeat balls, just like the way she repeatedly wastes my time. On your way to the 7th gym leader, you get stopped by Serena for a quick battle. When will you learn, child? So in this gym, it's a pretty normal room when, holy crap! So you have to go through this galactic looking maze. Kinda reminds me of the Distortion world in Pokemon Platinum. It looks pretty cool to be honest. I love space and stuff. The gym leader here is Olympia. She kinda looks like the Oracle from the Matrix, which is fitting for a psychic user. The background in this battle looks so kick-ass. Anywho, you beat her and then you get your psychic badge. She teleports you to the entrance, thank God. Then off you go. Serena comes up to talk to you when all of a sudden, Lysandre comes on the Holocaster, broadcasting to everybody. He basically says that he will be reviving the ultimate weapon that will pretty much remove everyone and everything from the world except for Team Flare, and then casually says farewell to all of those who will die. Dude, what the fuck? Like, what are we supposed to say to that? Like, damn. So we head back to the cafe where those Team Flare fans were, and look at that, a secret door. When you go down, Lysandre is waiting for you. You battle him, and he's pretty tough, but he's not too bad. After you win, he talks about in his attempts to make the world a better place, people will take what he has to offer, then they'll begin to expect more and more, until the point where they're spoiled and just don't really care anymore. And in his efforts, he feels that the only way to get the beautiful world that he wants is to just wipe out everything and begin with a clean slate. Strong words for a guy who just lost. He retreats to his elevator, but invites you to try to stop him. You have to search around the whole lab, battling all the grunts and scientists until you find the one with the elevator key. Once you get the key, you find Lysandre holding this big old dude hostage. How do they even capture him? His name is AZ, and he has a story to share with you. A man was friends with his Pokemon, but a war broke out. His Pokemon took part in the war, but several years later, a coffin was sent back to him. His Pokemon had died in the war. He was desperate to bring his Pokemon back, so he built a machine with the power to eternally bring his Pokemon back forever. He brought his Pokemon back, but at the cost of very many Pokemon's lives. Because of this, the Pokemon felt bad and left the man, and they were never reunited since. AZ begs you to get the key from Lysandre. He gives you the choice to pick one of the two buttons that will activate the weapon or shut it down. Cool, so I picked the red one and activated it. But I guess he was going to activate it either way, so even if I shut it down, screw me I guess. So now that it's activated, the weapon sprouts up right in the middle of Geosenge Town, and well, that's not good. So we head over to Geosenge Town to make sure everything is alright. It's swarming with Team Flare members. They're all over the place. This lady bought a new life for 5 million Zenny? Wait a sec, this is the girl from the cafe. So we work our way past Team Flare to get into the headquarters. When you get inside, you take an elevator underground and there's a giant lab. Lysandre's standing there all proud of himself, and then you have to battle him. After you beat him, he tells you that there's pretty much nothing you can do at this point and that he has everything he needs to get the weapon activated. It turns out that the weapon is being powered by the legendary Pokemon Yveltal. Since there's nothing you can do, he tells you to go downstairs and check for yourselves. Apparently the Pokeballs were stolen to capture tons of Pokemon the Yveltal could feed off of their energy to help power the machine even more. As you're making your way down to Yveltal, you get ambushed by tons of Team Flare members. Somehow Shauna gets down there, so you all face Yveltal together. After one last group of Team Flare grunts, you finally face the legendary Pokemon. Honestly, I thought he looked pretty cool, so I caught his ass. Once you're done facing off with Yveltal, Lysandre wants one final battle with you. It looks like Dr. Octopus. Once you beat him, Serena and Shauna try to talk him down because he's freaking out. He still doesn't want to give up on his plans and he wants to use the remaining power to try to get this machine to work. So he activates the machine, so you, Shauna, and Serena have to get out of there. So it seems the machine misfired and ended up just destroying itself. Sounds about right. After the big explosion, the gang and even Sina and Dexio regroup and they can finally have a sigh of relief. Team Flare is no more, obviously, so now they can continue on with their lives and finally finish their journeys. It seems AZ is still searching for his missing Pokemon. So as you continue on your journey, you get a call from Professor Sycamore. He wants to meet you in Coraway Town, so that's where we're gonna head next. So you pass through Route 18 and make it to the town when you bump into the professor, and he wants to battle you. This time all of his Pokemon are level 50, so he's a little tougher than before. He also takes this opportunity to thank you for saving the world from Lysandre's weird ideas. Afterwards, you go south to pass through Route 19 and get to the next city. As you're crossing a bridge, you get stopped by Shauna. I guess she wants to battle you. Oh, I guess Turna wants to battle you too. Oh, I guess Trevor wants to... Dude, everybody wants to battle you, what the hell? So after you've battled them, you could pass into the next town, Nobel City, where the 8th gym leader is. So we head up to the gym, and he's not there. Wonderful. So you have to pass through the winding woods to go find this gym leader. It's sort of like a maze. Once you've made it through, you find the gym leader in a flowery meadow. This place is called the Pokemon Village. The Pokemon here are pretty friendly, and there's also some pretty strong and rare Pokemon here, so it's a cool place to collect or train. Anyhow, now he headed back to his gym, so we can go face him. In this gym, you have to rotate the floor so that you can cross over the platforms properly, cause I can't be bothered by trying to jump over this little gap right here. If I had to take a guess, I would say that I think they use Ice-type Pokemon here, but that's just a hunch. So once you get to the gym leader, Wolfric, it's a quick battle of fire versus ice, and then boom, you have yourself the Iceberg badge, the 8th badge. So now that you're done, the gym leader has a slide created and all the platforms rotate around. So my main question is, how are the trainers gonna get out? They can't even jump over the gap. When you leave the gym, Wolfric comes out to congratulate you again, and he pretty much encourages you to go on and challenge the Pokemon League. It's just west of Snowbell, so that's where we're headed next. Once you show the guard your 8 badges, he challenges you to a quick battle to see if you truly are ready for the Elite Four. After you beat him, you have to pass through this really cool looking hallway. The Victory Road in this game is a lot more straightforward than it is in the games before it. There's a lot less puzzles, and it's not really as much of a maze as it is just a straight path. There are little twists and turns that have secret items, but they're more out of the way and it's more obvious that you're going the wrong way. I also like the fact that it goes in and outside of the cave, so you don't get bored of the cave scene the whole time. Near the end, you have to face Serena one more time before you face the Pokemon League. Just like the trainers in the Victory Road, her Pokemon are all beefed up too. On the final stretch of the Victory Road, you have to face a few veterans in a row. Like, geez man, can you just battle each other instead of me, please? Now you've made it to the Pokemon League. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. Once you get inside, you're greeted by this woman. She's the fire type user named Malva. She's one of the Elite Four members. Since she's greeting me, I guess I'll face her last. First off, in the top left, we go ahead and face the steel type user, Weakstrum. Next, we go to the bottom left and face the dragon user. Her name is Drasna. Third, we're going to face the water user. His name is Siebold. I guess he's a chef. And last but not least, we get to Malva, the fire user. So now all we have left is to face the champion. Wonder who it is. It's Diantha. I feel like she's the least significant champion in any Pokemon game I've ever played, but she's also one of the strongest. Her Goodra is pretty tough, but that Mega Gardevoir is a nightmare. After an intense battle, you've done it. You became the Kalos region Pokemon champion. After you've been registered into the Hall of Fame, the whole region gets together to recognize and celebrate the fact that you saved pretty much the entire world from Team Flare. So that's pretty cool. Then out of nowhere, AZ shows up and wants to battle you. He's not the strongest trainer, but I feel like the battle is pretty meaningful. Sometimes when you can't find the ones that you've lost, the person you need to find first is yourself. And that's exactly what AZ did.